Welcome back to Flint Creek Transport. My name is Justin. Got something exciting here. Got a truck 142, but actually truck 142 is in a couple pieces, so check this out. First off, I gotta have my hammer down coffee. But here's truck 142, well, part of 142. This is the cab and the sleeper. I think in one of the last videos I was showing you the truck in the shop. This is the truck that rolled. Now this is headed off to the paint shop. It was easier just to pull the sleeper and the cab right off of it. Those are gonna go get painted. And in the meantime, there's gonna be a little bit of work that gets done to that truck as far as frame wise. We're making sure the engine and making sure everything else is good and get that part of it back together, the drive shaft back on, do all that stuff while the rest of this stuff is sitting in the paint shop. It started. I'm excited to get this thing back on the road. This project is, typically a lot of these projects we would do in-house, but we are just been super busy servicing trucks, keeping everything going there. So a lot of this stuff has been done out of house. So I have a truck shop that's doing that for us. That's taking care of taking this stuff off and getting it painted and all that good stuff. At some point though, I'd love to have our own body shop and be able to do painting and stuff like that, because there is a lot, I say a lot, but there's always hoods that need painted, there's frames that need painted, and things like that we could do in-house. But right now, we just send it out to get done.
So types of injuries that are commonly reported with material handling: sprains, strains, tears, soreness and pain, bruises and contusions.
All right, guys, and what you got to look at there was a little bit of our safety meeting. We put 20 couple guys through OSHA 10 training and got them trained. Now just waiting on the cards. I actually sat through it too, 2 days of it. So it was long, but it was good. It's all part of it. All right, guys, I want to show you the yard. Look at this yard. It is empty. There's like 2 trailers sitting over there, but stuff's gone. We have been getting busy. Beautiful weather. Weather's changing. There's a few trailers out here, some tank trailers, but we're and some van trailers and a reefer too. But we're gearing up for fertilizer season, and a lot of there's some dumps there. They'll be hauling dry fertilizer, but mulch season is getting started. And yeah, just getting tanks ready, getting a lot of stuff ready, preparing. And while we're talking about truck 142, I want to show you something else that showed up for this thing. So this is the hood for truck 142. There it is. So this thing is going to get dropped off at the paint shop. They're going to be working on getting this thing painted, and really most of that cab's going to be getting painted as well. Getting her back together. Right now is just trying to get as much of our equipment as ready as possible and back up to shape, or tip-top shape. Our flatbeds, spiders, we've been starting to sell a lot of stone, so everything's got to be ready. All right, on such a beautiful day, I got to show you guys a few more things that we got going on outside here. Just some interesting things, all right? But first off, check this out. So these are our new collector cards for the month of March. So 1974 Peterbilt, all kind of good specs, cab over. So month of March, this is the collector card. So hammerdowncoffee.com, every bag of coffee, you get one of these collector cards and get to, stay up to date with some of these cool trucks. This right here, guys, any guesses what this is? This is not a tarp. See how thick it is? So this is the liner that was in that dump trailer, the one that rolled over. This liner we slid out so that way they can get right in there and do welding, tear it apart, whatever they got to do. But they needed the liner out. So we took the liner out and here it is. I thought it'd be interesting to show you guys. I also need your help with something. We are, I say, fairly new in the dump trailer work. We didn't have dump trailers that long, but ever since we bought out Terry Bodine, it was maybe 5-6 years ago or so. So when we bought them out, that was our introduction to dump trailers. And in our dump truck and in our, our small dump truck, we have, black poly liner. That's typically what we would utilize, but I've had guys say they use stainless already, and I didn't know if you guys that are pulling dump trailers ever, what are some other types of liners out there. This is just a Quicksilver liner, I think, and these liners fairly reasonable. Actually, no, this is probably just a black. I think it is right over here, Dura Pro. I don't know if that is by Quicksilver. But this liner, I think, was in the trailer when we bought it. So, yeah, these liners, they pretty much slide in and out. And typically at the back is where they get a lot of wear. And see how you get a little bit of this. It tends to bubble up a little bit. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it tends to bubble up a little bit. And then back here at the back is where it gets, over time, it gets thin. And we gotta, oftentimes they'll shorten the liner, or they will, they'll pull the liner out and then cut that off and use that for like a dump truck or whatever, because it's usually at the back end is where you get the most wear. And then talk about truck show. So I don't know. I know I've been getting some questions. You guys are wondering like, hey, when are you guys gonna get a truck ready for the truck show? And not this year. It has been busy and kind of one of those things where it does take a lot of money. And we are in growth mode right now. I want to show you guys the projects that I have. And these projects will eventually move on. But here's a 60-inch bunk that we have, Aero 1. And then we still have the other bunk. But this is a 60-inch. We still have the 36-inch. And we got just a matter of time. It takes time and it takes money. And my focus is just kind of adding to the fleet, not getting a lot of time to fix stuff up, or not getting a lot of time to work on some of these projects. So this is another project. And I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this truck. I was hoping that we would get some more time to mess around with it and have some fun with it, but it is not doing us any good here. This thing starts and runs and drives. It's got a Detroit in it, but trying to decide what we want to do with it. It needs a lot of work. It needs some TLC. So if somebody wants to have some fun, one of these days, or maybe this summer, we'll get it out and do a little tug test or something. But no show trucks this year. If you're interested in the TransStar International, let me know. I might potentially do something with it. So as far as the truck show goes, I'll probably be there Thursday and Friday. And I don't know, I might do a post maybe. I'd love to meet up with some of the fans and some of you guys that follow the channel. I much appreciate the support. I know that we're not working on any show trucks right now, but we are having new equipment come in. It seems like there's always something in the works. And I've been, one of my goals this year is we want to add a couple trucks. We want to grow the fleet and kind of get us into a sweet spot. We really need to add a few more trucks. So that's my goal. And when you're growing every year, it's like it takes a lot of capital, a lot of cash. Accidents don't help, but it takes a lot of cash. And I got trucks coming in, I got trailers coming in, I got stuff happening. And but I'm excited to keep you guys in the loop and excited to show you what we got coming, because we got something really, really cool coming. So thank you guys for watching. We will see you in the next video. Peace out.